Close your eyes and imagine this: a young boy, barely more than a child, torn from the safety of his home. He is thrown into a world that sees him as nothing more than property, his dreams crushed before they can even begin. This boy was Jaja of Opobo. Sold into slavery, treated cruelly by men who believed might made right, his life could have ended before it even began. Yet the story of Jaja is one of defiance, brilliance, and courage. It is a story of a boy who would rise to become a king, only to be betrayed by the very empire that feared him. But before we dive into the life of this extraordinary man, take a moment, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment below so you can discover more untold histories like this. Stories of courage, struggle, and resilience that the world often tries to forget. Jaja was born around 1821 in the vibrant lands of the Niger Delta. His early childhood was one of innocence, surrounded by family, culture, and community. But that world would be violently taken from him. Kidnapped as a boy, he was sold into slavery, a cruel fate that many African children endured during the height of the transatlantic trade. He was brought to Bonny, a coastal city where European trade ships frequently docked. There, the young Jaja was introduced to the brutal reality of commerce in a world where human life could be bought, sold, and controlled. Yet even as a child in these harsh circumstances, Jaja displayed remarkable intelligence and resilience. While other boys might have bowed to fear, he observed, learned, and adapted. He watched the traders, the European officers, and the local chiefs, understanding power, negotiation, and the art of survival. It was in the markets of Bonny that Jaja's extraordinary journey truly began. He quickly gained the trust of the influential trading houses through his sharp mind and careful judgment. He mastered the complex business of palm oil, ivory, and other goods that drew European attention and greed. But Jaja was more than a trader. He was a strategist, a leader, and a visionary. By his late 20s, he had risen through the ranks to become one of the most powerful men in Bonny. But Jaja was not content to serve under others. Using his wealth, influence, and strategic alliances, he established his own kingdom, Opobo. There he controlled trade routes, levied taxes, and created a government that demanded respect. He became a symbol of African independence, a man who built an empire in a world dominated by European powers. People marveled at him. European traders who had once dismissed him as a mere boy now sought his favor. Local communities revered him as a king who protected his people and ensured prosperity. Jaja of Opobo was no longer a slave. He was a sovereign, a force that even colonial powers could not ignore. But the rise of Jaja also marked the beginning of conflict. European powers, particularly the British, were threatened by his independence and control over trade. In their eyes, a self-made African king was a dangerous anomaly, a symbol that African leaders could resist colonization, assert authority, and govern without European oversight. In 1887, under the guise of diplomacy, the British invited Jaja to negotiate trade disputes. Trusting the process, Jaja attended, but it was a trap. He was arrested, chained, and taken far from the land he had built. The king who had risen from the depths of slavery to command respect was humiliated and removed from power. Exiled to the Caribbean, he faced isolation and sorrow, stripped of his kingdom, his people, and his freedom. Even in captivity, Jaja remained a symbol, a reminder that African leaders could never be easily subdued, no matter the empire. Jaja would never return to Opobo. He died in 1891, far from home, a man whose life had been defined by resilience, intelligence, and courage. Yet even in death, his legacy endured. Stories of his leadership, his strategic brilliance, and his defiance of colonial powers spread throughout the region and beyond. He became a symbol of African resistance, a beacon for generations who sought freedom and justice in the face of oppression. The story of Jaja of Apobo is not just about slavery or colonization. It is about the human spirit, the power of determination, and the enduring fight for dignity. It reminds us that even when the world tries to break us, courage and wisdom can carve a path to greatness. If Jaja's story moved you, imagine the countless other stories waiting to be told, of kings, queens, revolutions, betrayals, and heroes from every quarter of the globe. Subscribe to The Truth of Our Past, like this video, and comment below. Join us as we uncover the untold histories that shaped our world. These are stories of struggle, resilience, and power. Stories that deserve to be remembered and shared. Thank you for watching, and remember, the past may be behind us, but its truth shapes everything we are today.